Hey guys, welcome to the homestead. Yeah, I've got my mic zipped into my beard right now. I'm walking the back portion of my property and just checking the fence line for deer antlers. Deer antlers are, the best place to find deer antlers is after the season, after the leaves have all gone down, hunting season's over. It's, late January right now. And you search fence lines for deer antlers because when they jump over fences, the impact of the landing will a lot of times make their antlers fall off. And if you don't know, deer lose their antlers every single year. And so and they usually lose it about the time the rut is over, the testosterone of the deer has stopped flowing, and so their antlers fall off and they grow new ones every year. And so to look for the sheds is what it's called, the sheds. You look for fence lines because they hop the fence lines, the impact of the landing makes the antler fall off, and that's where you come and pick them up. Ponds are another great place because when they're drinking water, they're putting their head down and they're constantly yanking it up to look around. And that yanking motion of the head coming up from drinking the water will also be enough to a lot of times, make the antler fall loose from their head. And so you look around ponds also quite a bit for deer sheds for their antlers. So I'm out here walking the fence line looking for them. I haven't found any yet today. And saw that my neighbor on the north side of my property has basically done all kinds of clear cutting, has been doing clear cutting for a long amount, last, maybe 6 months almost. He owns a lot of land, and so he's been cutting all of this, these trees down. Actually, he's working off in the distance out that way right now. He owns all that. And really pretty view. So this view did not exist on my property before, and I came out here, I'm like, wow, that's a really awesome view. And there's my mountaintop. That's the mountaintop we have on our property. It's actually about only 300 feet shy of the tallest mountain in Arkansas, which is Mount Magazine. And so it's a pretty tall mountaintop where we're at, and it doesn't have a name like some of the other mountaintops around here do. We call it Etham Mountain, which means with us, as in God with us. And so we gave it our own name, but it's Hebrew, Etham, for God with us. And so we named it, and it's our little mountaintop. It's a pretty tall mountain for the Ozarks. But anyway, there's a really flat area right here where you could build a house one day. Maybe one of my boys will build a house on the property for their family. And wow, what an amazing view. So I'm kind of happy my neighbor came through and cut all those trees down. And there's a few more trees I'd like to take down to make the view perfect, but this is the fence line that I've been walking around. And so it's got the wire up, and so I've been looking around the fence line to see if any deer sheds are laying around here. But people have been asking for more shots of the homestead and what it looks like, and this is the back side of our mountain, of our 56 acres. And just walking it, seeing what's about. It's always good to walk your property every so often and see what's going on. Check out what the neighbor's doing. Anyway, pretty soon I'm going to be doing some coyote hunting. We've just got a mess of coyotes out here. There's nobody hunting them. We have one of our neighbors who lives off that direction somewhere. He's got a lot of land too, several hundred acres or probably more. And he hunts the wild hogs. He says he kills about 150 hogs a year, wild hogs a year. Not for food. He just kills them because they're an annoying pest, and they destroy a lot of property. And he's on record as saying as soon as he dies, we're all going to get overrun because he's the only one in the area who's killing all these wild hogs. And so nobody's really killing the coyotes. And there's been a few nights recently where our young milk cow has been disturbed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And so I decided, you know what, I need to start getting serious about killing coyotes because, they're just making them, a lot of other people have said that they're causing problems in the area. And so I'm going to start killing coyotes. Well, this is the west, and the wind comes from this way. So if I sit up on top of that mountaintop up there, our mountaintop, and look down, which also gives a spectacular view, especially in the winter, I can call on the coyotes and see them coming in for a long way away. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up there and start hunting coyotes. And we're going to do videos on that probably coming up at some point, shooting these coyotes, because really they just need to be taken down. They cause so many problems with livestock, and they're just a liability. And there's no predators out here for them, or very few. So it's just something that has to be done. And I know people are like, I know if you watch coyote videos on YouTube, you get all kinds of thumbs down from people who don't like you killing the animals, but they don't realize that, you know, what's the choice? You have a, you know, $2,000 cow, if you're a cattle rancher, you know, what that's worth, or maybe more or less, thereabouts, you know, versus a 2-bit coyote, a mangy coyote who's looking for a free meal, you know, who's going to kill newborn calves that are going to grow up and also be $2,000, you know, animals and feed a lot of people and be a sustenance for that farmer's family. You know, the coyote is just not going to win out on that battle. So that's something you just have to take into account. People don't understand that life is harsh out here. It's a cold, at night, you know, there's things that come out that, you know, are destructive and are harmful to a farmer's existence. And this is something that humanity has been dealing with, you know, for millennia, you know, dealing with predators and predator animals. But it's just the reality of homesteading and farming. And so people leave comments on my videos and they're like, how could you kill that animal? And why? Oh, that's so cruel. I just don't like seeing this, you know. You know, you're not cut out for homesteading then. I mean, if you can't deal with the reality of harvesting, you know, your own meat and killing the animal that's trying to take meat or food off your table, when it comes to possums killing your chickens, or foxes killing your chickens, or mountain lions that are going to kill your livestock, or coyotes that are going to kill your livestock, homesteading's not for you. You got to deal with those harsh realities. And that's just it is. I mean, I get it. If you don't like doing that, no homestead for you. I feel like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld. You know, so when I see those comments, I leave that comment below. No homestead for you, because it's just not for you. And that's just the reality of it. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in on the homestead. We'll see you next time on the homestead. If you liked the video, please go ahead and check out this fine list of individuals. These are our patrons, and they make all we do possible. They are the executive producers of our show. And if you're interested in learning more about our patrons, you can go to patreon.com/AnAmericanHomestead and see what all the benefits are all about. Other than that, check out these videos over here on the side, and like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you next time on An American Homestead.